Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you in lovely professional university Edu-Webinars. My name is Dalvinder Kaur and I'm your host for today's webinar. As I can see, people are still joining, so let's wait for a few more minutes so that everyone can join. Till then, let me take you all on a virtual tour of our beautiful university. So here it is.
Finishes on 90 meters, 23.
Thanks everyone for calling. Let's talk about the call response, especially on option C. Is this video real or AI? No, this video is absolutely a real video. No AI is harmed in making this video. So for the people who wants to see this video again, I'll share the link in the chat box later in 2-3 minutes. So our today's topic is holistic science education. How to develop a scientific temperament and attitude. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day, Dr. Rimpi Mihani, Professor, Department of Chemistry, lovely professional university. So now I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Dr. Lavleen Kumar Phagi, Assistant Professor with over 20 plus years of teaching experience at lovely professional university. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any question. You can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be done from my side in the end of this webinar. Now I'm going to hand over this session to our expert, Dr. Rimpi Mehani, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from. Over to you, Dr. Rimpi.
Good morning, everybody. It's my proud privilege to be here and talk about science. So these days, science is progressing in every field. Arts is connected to science. Science is connected to science. Engineering is connected to science. So for the education and science, we need a holistic approach. So let's move to my ideas about the holistic approach towards science education. Holistic science education, how to develop scientific temperament and attitude. I'm a professor in Department of Chemistry. So chemistry becomes the domain with which my science education is related to. The term scientific temperament is broadly defined as an uncertain, open-minded temper. So this scientific temperament it develops new light, new knowledge, new experiments, even when their results are unfavorable to define opinions and long cherished theories. So basically, scientific temperament is the temperament to move ahead with a blank mind and open mind. So the scientific method is a way of life which includes the observation, the observing the physical reality, then questioning, the questioning to be followed by testing, testing to be taken up by hypothesizing and analyzing and communicating. So these may be in order or these may not be in order. Everything in this life, in this universe, it basically starts with observation. The beautiful scientist Newton, he had found out the law of gravity by observing an apple fall. Observation should not stop the mind flow, should not stop the thought process. If the thought process will continue, we will have questions, questions, questions. And those questions, they move to testing mode. And when we are testing, we move to hypothesizing and then analyzing. And when we reach to some answer, some justification, we move to communication. So discussion, argument, and analysis, they are vital parts of scientific temperament. Science is a very clear and a simple-minded subject that aims to inculcate the values of scientific thinking, appreciate scientific developments, and when we are doing all this, we drive away the superstition, the religious bigotry, and all forms of pseudoscience that are around us. So this is one beautiful part of the science education, that is defining from where the science has originated. Science has actually originated from chemistry and physics, and science has been wonderfully elaborated by mathematics. So the basic chemistry between the living, non-living beings, the phenomena of operation between those living and non-living beings, and the measurement of the relations is maths. So let me move to give you simple examples of chemistry in daily life. So what is the chemistry of a feeling emotions? Do you have some emotions you feel, that there are some emotions that you feel? What is the chemistry behind that emotions? Have you ever tried to answer or ask yourself a question to the observation, why ice floats? Ice is floating on the glass. Why ice is not sinking? Ice looks to be harder. Ice links to be bigger. It looks to be very bigger. Why it's not sinking? Why it's floating? We have two things, either to move towards the questioning or just observe and leave it. Why do we have tears when we're cutting the onion? How the soap and detergents work? Who is inside that batter that makes the cake rise up, that makes all the baked goods rise up? These are all observations. And all these observations, they will lead to questioning. Science is starting with observation and questioning. If we talk about our constitution, science attitude has been recognized in Indian constitution too. The fundamental duty of Indian citizen, as mentioned in the constitution, is the Indian constitution, being a living document, has ample space for a rational and scientific society. India is the first and the only country to explicitly adopt scientific temperament in its constitution. Everything that is related to science will actually lead to beautiful results and conclusions. In the 42nd Amendment in 1976, the Article 51AH has added under the fundamental duties that states, it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to develop scientific temper, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry and reform. Can you see this picture? A beautiful picture because it contains some very beautiful things. It can be taken as a piece of art. It can be taken as a piece of emotional aggregation. It can be taken as an explanation of a scientific process. It contains beautiful things. It contains contrast in colors. It contains a flask. It contains a stair. So observation of this picture may lead to n number of conclusions, depending upon our mindsets, depending upon our thinking. We will be analyzing this picture. And science says have n number of observations. This is not only one picture. This picture analysis will have n number of observations, and each observation will take its own path for its conclusion. If it is arts, it will follow the design and the colors. If it is science, it will look into the flask and the bottle and what process it is depicting, and so on. So what is the scientific temperament? What actually is the scientific temperament? The attributes of scientific temperaments is perseverance. It is a plain and a clear-minded critical thinking. That critical thinking should be logical always. A critical thinking that is not logical is not a scientific temperament. It is a respect for evidence. Sometimes it happens that the results that we are expecting from a process, we don't get there, and the evidence is supporting something else. So we cannot change that evidence. We cannot modify that evidence. That evidence is a scientific fact. Objectivity and open-mindedness is beautiful part of scientific temperament. Honesty in reporting. Scientific temperament stands on honesty in reporting, because this honesty in reporting, the facts that you have discovered will give base to the future research. The future research will totally depend on what you report honestly. And skepticism is the last temperament of scientific temper. So I'm just taking an example that when we have a scientific temperament, what are the basic skills? How do we start? How do we think that, do we have that scientific temperament? Do we have that attitude of scientific analysis? So anybody who is studying science, or anybody who's studying arts, or anybody who's studying any other field can also have scientific temperament. Now, the basic skills that is needed by anybody who is into that science, teaching and learning is observing. These are the basic ones. Anybody can observe what is happening. The observation can be just a overview, or observation can be a micro observation. While we are observing, we need to classify the observations. The observations are real, or observations are leading to hypothetical thinking. Then, when you classify them, we have to communicate, we have to talk of them, that these are the observation. We have to quantify those observations. Quantifying those observations will lead to measuring. So measuring basically will come after communication, and measuring will lead to estimating the things. Estimating means analysis of these measured qualities. And then we move to our predictions, that all this may have a fixed mechanism like this, and finally giving our result. So this inference that we are reporting, this inference is our result. So this mechanism can vary with the thinking of different people. So we go to advanced skills. When we move away from this basic skills, we have advanced skills. The advanced skills, they are identifying and controlling the variables. So here there are so many things that vary in the system. And then when we have controlling variables, we hypothesize them, and hypothesizing goes next to controlling the variables. So when we hypothesize, then we interpret the data. Normally, when we start with any scientific process, it appears to be a very scattered data. But slowly and slowly, when we start interpreting this data, it becomes definable. We define the variables, we fix the variables, and then we set physical experimenting, and that leads to constructing of the models. Scientific thinking is a beautiful idea of the mind that can be converted into products. Now let me have a statement. There are few statements I've written on the screen, and I just want to know if anybody can answer me for this. There is a statement that lightning never strikes the same place twice. New answer, is it science or a myth? If it has lightning, a place has lightning, can the lightning strike that place again? Vaccines train the immune system. Is it a science or a myth? When we get viral infections, can antibiotics cure the viral infections? What do you think? Is there a science or a myth? Plants, they grow towards light. Cracking knuckles causes arthritis. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 simple observations that I'm giving you. We have to classify them, whether they are myths or science. Lightning never strikes the same place twice. It's a myth. Lightning is a process. It is an environmental process. It can strike this same place twice. You can have earthquake at the same place twice. You can have it repeatedly at the same place. Vaccines, they train the immune system. Yes, it is science. Vaccines are the one which human beings have defined. It is a result of the scientific observation that has led to the product. Antibiotics cure viral infections? No, antibiotics will never cure a viral infection. There is no medicine till date available which can cure viral infections. Viral infections, they'll take their own time and go back. So to fight with the viral infections, a body has to be very strong. So antibiotics we take just to satisfy our mind that we've taken a medicine. So it's a myth. Plants grow towards light. Yes, light is positivity, and plants, they move towards light. Cracking knuckles causes arthritis. No, it's a myth. So science and myth, they're going to go side by side. But how to differentiate between the two? Science is observation and myth is a unhypothetical, non-described state of mind. Now, can I ask you one question? Everybody, is ghosts a reality or it's a myth? Have you seen the ghost? Do the ghosts they appear? What is the shape of the ghost? Is ghost a solid material? So it's an observation. Have you seen the ghost? What is a ghost? For that, we'll have what's a ghost? I asked this question in my class also to one of the students that have you seen a ghost? The answer was, yes, ma'am, I've seen the ghost. I said, how did you see that ghost? He said, while I was sleeping, it was a shadow that was coming on me and it was moving away. I said, did you see anything? He said, when I went around, there was nothing around, but the shadow was there. It was coming and going. There was one very simple question. What causes shadows? The answer is materials. Anything that doesn't have a mass will not cause a shadow. So if you are not able to see a person anywhere, science says there will be no shadow. That means in the back of the mind, we have made a hypothesis instead of finding out what that shadow is all about. So what is a ghost? Different cultures, they describe ghost as the spirit or the soul of a deceased person. See, it's a spirit or the soul. Soul is not mass. A supernatural being that can interact with the living. Supernatural. It's not natural. Beyond that, anything that is natural has a mass. An invisible entity. The word we are using is invisible entity that can produce sounds, that can move objects or appear visually. Now, sound is energy. It can move objects, it can vibrate objects. But science is not a ghost. Sound is not a ghost. Air can move objects. Air is not a ghost. And why that ghosts are always bad and they are bad looking? Science evaluates such claims by asking, ghosts are reality or not? Please explain scientifically. Can the phenomena be observed? Science is asking one very simple question. Can the phenomena be observed? As all the effects of science, they're starting with observation. Can it be measured? Is it the same? Or the intensity is changing? Or the quantity is changing? Can it be measured? Can it be reproduced under controlled conditions? Science says the observations and the phenomena, they can be controlled and they can be reproduced. Can independent investigators obtain the same results? So if we want to analyze that word ghosts, we have to move into all these questions. We have to answer and evaluate all these questions. Can the phenomena be observed? Can the phenomena be measured? Can it be reproduced under controlled conditions? Or can independent investigators obtain the same results? So to date, the answer to the question that do the ghosts, they exist, the answer is no, 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 no. They don't exist. Question is then why people have that myth in mind that there are ghosts. Science explains it wonderfully. Why do people believe they have seen ghosts? These are the picture of the ghosts. We always have different imaginations, different styles, depending upon our minds, depending upon our thoughts. We just design the structure of a ghost. The ghost is actually our state of mind, an unanalyzed observation. That observation may be having some scientific reasons. Let's find out what are they. What explanation science is giving to them is it can be an optical illusion. When the lights are dim, our brain fills in missing information. There are certain shadows that appear, and the shape of the shadow, it will change with the inflow of the light. There can be reflections, there can be curtains moving, or mist can appear as human figures. Sometimes when we were children, we used to find out the shapes and structures in clouds. As the clouds they move, they take different shapes, and we see some human figures in those clouds. That doesn't mean that there are ghosts in the clouds. One very simple example. At night, seeing a coat hanging on the at night and mistaking it for a person, it may look like that there was a ghost. The time you switch on light, everything disappears except the coat. And we infer that there was something there behind that coat. I can see that it was just my state of mind. There is a phenomena of sleep paralysis. During sleep paralysis, a person wakes up but cannot move. They may feel pressure on the chest. They may see or hear a frightening figure. This is a well-documented neurological phenomena and has often been interpreted as a ghost or a spirit. When your mind is disturbed, it cannot think proper. The mind is a key driving force of movement of our body. And if your mind is thinking in a different way, the body will take only those actions. So there is a phenomenon of carbon dioxide poisoning. When carbon monoxide is leaking from a faulty heater or a generator, it may lead to hallucinations, confusions, and there are hearing voices, seeing figures, and reported haunted houses. Several reported haunted house cases have later been traced to be carbon monoxide exposure. Science means gather the courage and find out the answer, find out the solution. Gathering courage and finding out the solution will tell you whether it was a scientific phenomena or a ghost. Can science prove ghosts do not exist? Science says no. I cannot say the ghosts do not exist because there is an observation that people are having hallucinations, people are seeing things. The science generally cannot prove a universal negative. Universal negative cannot be proven by science. Instead, it asks whether there is a convincing evidence for a claim. For example, if someone claims a new planet exists, the astronomers will look for the evidence. I know today is Unidentified Flying Objects Day. On our planet, we have found out some unidentified flying objects. These have been reported. We are finding out the reason, but we're not still found out the exact evidence behind them. So if we take the base as science, leading to some results will need proper analysis. If someone claims ghosts exist, scientists look for measurable and repeatable evidence. If the ghosts are there, they should be there in the same form again. So far, no such evidence has met scientific standards. That means the ghosts are only state of mind that can be mended by your inner strength. So scientific temperament, a scientific approach does not begin by what will science do? It will instead ask what exactly is being claimed. Please tell me what is the observation and what evidence supports that claim. If you have evidence for that support, then we'll move next. Can this claim or the evidence be tested? Can the results be reproduced by others? Are there simpler explanations available for this? This reflects the principle that extraordinary claims, they require extraordinary evidence. So it's an effort, a continuous evidence collection, a continuous analysis, that will lead to the presence or absence of any material or a fact. Thank you very much for being there with me and listening to what I think is science. This whole world is science. Collect the evidence and fly high. Thank you very much and have a very nice day.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rimpi. So it was a wonderful session. So now I would request to admission nominee Dr. Lovely Parma. Over to you, Dr. Lovely.
Very good morning, all. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you're audible, Dr. Lovely. You can continue.
Thank you. I want to share my screen. Just give me a moment. Okay, all right. So let's start with the rankings and accreditations we have. And very first we start with this you can say yes. And very first we have UGC has recognized LPU as a category 1 university with graded autonomy. And then if I go with the NAC accreditation, then we have received highest NAC grade A++ with the score of 3.68 on 4-point scale. And it is the highest score in first cycle of accreditation among all government and private universities. And these are the parameters on which NAC assess any university. Basically, these are 7 parameters. Then if I go with the NBA accreditation, the MBA in our university is NBA accredited, and along with the MBA, we have BTech programs, which is NBA accredited programs. And if I go with the School of Agriculture, then we have ICAR accreditation, UG programs in agriculture as well as PG programs in agriculture. And then if I go with the NF ranking, and then we have 31st amongst all government and private universities in India. 13th in pharmacy, 17th in agriculture, 24th in architecture and planning, 26th in law, 44th rank we have in management, 40th in research institutions, 48th in engineering. These are the rankings. Then if I go to the World University Ranking 2026, Times Higher Education World University Ranking, we have 5th in India amongst all government universities, IITs and private institutions. Then if I go with the again World University Ranking 2026, in physical sciences, then we are first in rank in India and ahead of many IITs like IIT Indore, IIT Patna, DTU, IIT Hyderabad, IIT Gandhinagar, IIT Mandi, IIT Uruguay. Another ranking we have World University Ranking in the engineering. We have ranked 2nd in India, then ahead of various IITs. Then we go to the World University Rankings for innovation. The LPU ranked 4th in India and 78th rank globally, both government and private universities. Then there is an impact ranking also, and this impact ranking is under the category of quality education, and we rank 2nd in India and 18th global ranking we have. And then QS World Ranking, if I say, then we have 5th in India for life sciences and medicine, 6th ranking we have in pharmacy, pharmacology, 9th agriculture and forestry, 10th biological sciences. And then SciMago institution ranking, you all know, SIR we can say, then we are 7th amongst all private universities in India, ranking 2024. Then we have ACBSP accreditation also, and this accreditation generally required for the management related programs. Then we have approvals like NCTE approval we have for the education related programs, and then we have PCI approval, we have COA approval for the architecture programs, Bar Council of India, BCI approval for the law programs, All India Council for Technical Education for ODL and online programs, then ITPI for the planning programs, then Indian Association of Physiotherapists for the physiotherapy programs, and then we have RCI approval also. That is basically for the special education and clinical or applied psychology programs. These are the memberships we have in the LPU. And if I go with the placements and achievements by our students, then very first I can say the Yasir M, our BTech CSC student 2018, working in global MNC company at a package of 3 crore rupees, you can say, in Germany. And then another student, Naga Vamsa Reddy, BTech in robotics and automation, batch 2021 to 25, got a very decent package, 1 crore package. And another student, Pavan, then Hari Krishna, Arjun, Abhinav, all students are getting decent package, 1 crore, 64 lakh per annum, 62.72 lakh, 54 lakh package. That means more than, if I say the bracket, 10 lakh to 1 crore, more than 1700 LPU students selected at this package. And if I say on an average basis, then 2100 recruiters hired LPU students, 5500 plus offer letters from Fortune 500 companies our students got, 350 plus recruiters of IITs, IIMs, NITs also hired from LPU, and average salary, if I say, 10.1 lakh rupees per annum, top 21% placed students. And then another achievement by our student is 2.5 crore package, and the student is over, you can say, from the BTech 2025 batch. And then these are the list of the few companies I have mentioned over here, like Palo Alto, Google, Amazon, Moto Arco. The list is very exhaustive. You can say very, software companies our students working, entrepreneur our students working. And then if I say in the entrepreneurship, our BTech chemical engineering student Ansh Sharma, you can say, earn revenue of more than 100 crore just in 3 years. And then if I go with this academic achievements, like our student Yasif Yusuf clear UPSC civil services exam with the 328 rank. Another student, Soumya Kumari, clears UPSC exam with 502 rank. Then Anwarul Ansari has been awarded scholarship by DAD for higher education in Federal Republic, Germany. Hazif Abdullah got selected at Leeds Beckett University, UK for higher studies with full scholarship. Then this I have already been told you, the 100 crore revenue he has generated from his startup Dex Logistic in just 3 years. Then another student, Mohammed Kismet Ran, clears the IIT JAM exam with the rank, All India rank 10. And all you know, this IIT JAM is generally for the MSc programs being held to over 3,000 seats across 89 postgraduate programs at 21 IITs. Then Devanaran Rajiv Kumar School of Chemical Engineering and Physical Sciences has been offered rupees 25 lakh plus scholarship to pursue master's study in Finland. Then Manvi Gupta, student of chemistry, has successfully qualified the state PCS exam and rank 76, deputed as a deputy superintendent of police. Chishmo Dhaka alumni, MSc Physics from LPU, is a founder, CEO, and CTO at Dhaka Space Technologies Limited, which is Malvinian space-based technology startup company, newly founded and registered in August 2022. Chishmo is also founder and incumbent managing director at Airway Technology, Malvai. Then we have Shishodia Siddhanath, alumni of physics, was selected for 2 years with scholarship of 22,416 euros for excellence track program in physics at Johannesburg Gutenberg University, Mainz, Germany. Another student, Amol Chandra PT, scored the GATE exam with All India rank 266. And these are the few glimpses for the students' achievements, like Mr. Akash got selected at the position of scholarship holder for a project quantum systems of informatics groups in Polish Academy of Science, Poland. Shubham Agarwal got selected with a full scholarship for doing PhD at Charles University, Kazakh Republic. Then Akshay got selected at a University of Siegen, Northwind, Westphalia, Germany, for master's program after BSc Physics. Similar, Ayush Arya, student from BSc Honors Physics, selected for 10 weeks Astrophysics and Space Science Summer Research Fellowship in Sweden. And along with the academics or other achievements, our students has done, or you can say, create history in Olympics. 12 out of 13 students won Olympic medals, one gold, one silver, and two bronze medals. And 13 LPU students represented India in Tokyo Olympics 2020. Another achievement by our student is we can say, uh, we all know there is a very famous sports trophy, Makkah Sports Trophy, and in 2023 we are the first runner-up, and this is the first ever private university to clinch the title since its inception. And then if I go further, just give me a moment. Yeah. Another benchmark we have set, the first runner-up again with the prestigious Makkah Trophy for the second consecutive years. And then we are the 24 LPU students participating in the Paris Olympic 2024. And we can say 21% of the Indian Olympic contingent is from LPU. And let's go live. Now I'll show you how you can check all the details from the website. You just go to the website lpu.in. You just go to the lpu.in, and over here you can see there's the about section, admissions, academics, campus life, placement, research over here. And if you want to know more related to the admissions, like why LPU scholarships, study grant, residential facilities, reporting schedule, LPS migration, like things you can check from here. And if you want to know particularly for the school, like School of Chemical Engineering and Physical Sciences, then you go to the academics. Under this academics, you go to the Chemical Engineering and Physical Sciences. You just need to click over here, and then dedicated page for the school is there. And over here you can download the discipline browser. All the details you can fetch from here also. And if you scroll down this page, then you can get to know about the you can say school placement details, like highest salary package student got 17.56 lakh rupees per annum. Average salary of top 10% students from this school, 8.98 lakh rupees per annum. Highest internship stipend offered, that is 1 lakh, and 50 plus recruiters hired LPU students. And there the few names are mentioned over here: Amazon, BT, like Sigvik, Tech Mahindra, Lakshmi Kumar, and Siddharth. So these are the few names, and these are the students achieved, like Venkata Ramana Naga Tejasvi from MSc Statistics and Data Analytics student, got a package that is 13.8 lakh rupees per annum. And similar, Anu Kumari, student from 2025 batch, has been successfully placed at Nobricker as a senior talent acquisition manager with the impressive annual package of 16.33 lakh rupees per annum. So you can check more achievements from here also. Further, if I discuss about the rankings, then we have various rankings in the QS rankings, World University rankings, and you can say Atal ranking for of institutions of innovation and achievements. We are third position. So these rankings have already been discussed with you. Now, if you want to know about the programs we have offered in this school, first I'll discuss with this research and innovation. We have 1600 plus publications count, 60 plus patents filed, 50 plus seminars and workshops already been conducted, 50 plus collaborative researches done to the student and the faculty. And the programs we are offering under the school, if after 12th we are having BTech Chemical Engineering, BSc Chemistry, BSc Mathematics, and BSc Physics. Similar way in the honors, you can say specialization, we have BSc honors with physics, research in physics, BSc honors research mathematics, BSc honors with research chemistry. As you all know, honors program duration is of 4 years, the regular program duration of 3 years, beta chemical engineering duration is of 4 years. After graduation, if I go, then we are offering these PG level programs like MSc Environmental Science, MA Mathematics, MSc Mathematics, MSc Statistics and Data Analytics. Honors, we have MSc Honors as well as MSc Honors Chemistry. After doing PG, we also have the PhD programs. Like these are the physical sciences related PhD programs, and if you are interested for these programs, then you can contact us. Like if further I go to show you what infrastructure we have, you can check from here also. You can watch the video related to the academics and campus facilities also. You can scroll from here, you can check the infrastructure facilities we have. So these are the infrastructure facilities we have here. So then these are the faculty members we have, and you can check the total number of experience over the expertise areas also. So from here you can check the faculty detail in the School of Chemical Engineering and Physical Sciences. These are the faculty members, right? So, and the guest lectures already been conducted, like physics in daily life. You all know Professor H.C. Verma, eminent professor, H.C. Verma, IIT Kanpur, and then you can say evolution of quantum mechanics, Professor Ajay Ghatak, very renowned professor in the field of optics. So this is all about the School of Physical Sciences. And if you have any query related to the school, you can go to the FAQs also. Like, what should I choose the School of Chemical Engineering and Physical Science? Why should I choose? So here you can get your query be answered, right? And if I want to get any particular program information, you go to the program details. Like if I want to get the beta chemical engineering, you just need to click over here, and the dedicated page for beta chemical engineering will be there. And over here you get all the information from the eligibility to fee, scholarship, and the ways you get the scholarships. Like if I show you, very first is this is the eligibility criteria for the beta chemical engineering program. The eligibility is basically you need to pass 12th class with the minimum 60% aggregate marks, and you must have studied English along with the physics, chemistry, and mathematics subject. And you need to qualify LPNEST exam, or you need to qualify JEE mains or CUET exam. So if you have qualified JEE mains exam or CUET, then you can go LPNEST for the scholarship purpose also. Then there is the curriculum detail also be mentioned over here. Like first year, what subject you are going to study in the second year, third year, likewise fourth year. And the discipline electives, language electives, pathway electives, all the details you can get over here. Open minors, training electives, all the things you can get from here also. And if I go with the program fee, as you know, in the LPU, the program fee depend upon the caliber of the student. And the program fee further we have categorized as the scholarships category A, category B, category C, and category D likewise. Like in the beta chemical engineering program, the program fee without scholarship is 1,40,000 rupees. But if you are going to get, suppose category A scholarship, then your category A 50% scholarship you may get, and after that 50% your program fee will only be 70,000 rupees per semester, and this fee will continue up to your 8 semesters. The duration of the program is 4 years, so the program fee remains the same. Applicable program fee remains the same, 70,000 rupees per semester if you get the category A scholarship. Another scholarship we are offering is LPU Rise, means 100% scholarship. There is a condition over here. You can click over here to get more details from this. And then we have the accommodation, mess facility if you want to know more, then laundry facility, parking facility. So all these information you get from here. Scholarships we are offering is like scholarship based upon the qualifying exam percentage, the 12th percentage marks based you can get the scholarship on the basis of alpinist, scholarship on the basis of CUET, scholarship on the basis of JEE, 100% scholarship which I have already been told you, LPU rise, financial aid Shikshak Samman Anudan, then financial aid we are given Rakshak Samman Anudan, basically the person, the dependents of the defense personals. Then we have financial aid need-based person with certain disability. Then scholarships we are offering from on the basis of your startups, innovation, entrepreneurship. If you have any, you can contact us at this number. I will show you here. You can get the contact number for the admissions. So this is the contact numbers. So, and if you want to mail us, then you can mail us at the admissions@lpq.co.in. So this is all about for the particular this BTech Chemical Engineering and the School of Chemical Engineering and the Physical Sciences program. And if you have any doubt, you can contact us. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lavleen Kumar Bhagi. Now we will take the questions. Can we take the questions now, Dr. Rimpi? Yes, thanks for giving me a chance to address your questions. And now Gaurav Khanna is with us. Gaurav is asking, how can students and teachers help students to develop a scientific temperament?
Scientific temperament, as I told you before also, it is a state of mind that starts with observation. Whensoever we think that we are scientific, the observation should be recorded, and then lots of questions followed by the analysis, followed by the collection of evidence, and then quantifying them and reporting results.
Thank you so much. I hope Gaurav, you got your answer. So Dilpreet is asking, what daily habits can students adopt to build a scientific attitude and critical thinking skills?
That is a wonderful question. Actually, the scientific temperament, as I said, is starting with observation. So when you are a student, you are open to learning, you are sitting in a class, you are listening to the lecture from your faculty, please ask questions. When you ask questions, you open your mind to more and more questions that will lead to learning.
Thank you so much. Dilpreet, you got your answer, I hope, from our expert. So I dropped one question in poll. The question was, do you want LPU office details in your city? The most clicked answer was yes. Please discuss about this, the LPU office details in your city. Dr. Lovely.
Sure, ma'am. Yeah, I will. How anyone can fetch the detail for our outreach of I will share from the website. Just give me a moment. So over here, as I have told you, there is the admissions and then LPU in your town or city. The simple way I'll show you how. If suppose you are not want to go from here, or you can directly from the Google also, LPU in your town. You can search from here also, and then you can have this link, LPU in your town. You need to just click over here, and then the details are there. Like we have permanent counseling offices in these cities or states: Delhi, Assam, Himachal, Haryana. Particular location has also been mentioned: Hamirpur, Hisar, like these way. So these are the permanent offices we have in Pan India. And if I go with the counseling offices, so you need to click over here. You can find the our outreach office for your city from here also. Suppose you belongs to Bihar, you need to click over here, and then city, suppose Muzaffarpur. So this is the representatives of LPU in your city, the contact number is also being mentioned over here. So depending upon your city, which city you are residing, your geographical location, you can search from here also, or directly you can go to the permanent offices we have. Like if I go with the Bihar, just give me a moment. Yeah, over here Bihar, I need to click over here. Then these are the staff members we have in the Patna counseling office. The contact number is also being mentioned over here. So before you go over there, I just suggest you to first contact them, and accordingly you can take the time slot from them also. So this is how you can get the details for our outreach offices in Pan India. Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Lavleen. I hope everyone got the answer from our today's experts. So don't worry, students, as already Dr. Lavleen mentioned, the mail ID, it's admissions at lpu.co.in, and you can do WhatsApp chat with us. Our WhatsApp number is 98525 69000. I'm repeating the number. It's 98525 69000. And once again, thanks to our experts, Dr. Lavleen and Dr. Rim. And if anyone wants to access this webinar, again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in under admissions, then LPU Edu-Webinars. You will find the past and the upcoming webinars. And you can access this webinar, this video later on YouTube as well. Stay connected with us for future webinars until we meet again. With the permission
Thank you
of
very much. Thank you.
we sign off this webinar. Take care and have a nice day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.